And at this Wednesday, the 9th, 2015, this March, at the reality of my day and through this, I'm found with so much sickness. And it's not exactly the reality that this tierra de mierda provides. So suddenly in the middle of this all, I'm found in a very normal, every day is the same, and no one stops. And all through this no one stops, it is exactly the point that I come on saying enough. The clear of this, for the putting in evidence, and let's talk it a little bit. I have been making what is working, and what I work is exactly which I exist to do and being for. So I'm found that yesterday, while I have been doing an advertisement, which supposedly wouldn't be requested, wouldn't exist, and wouldn't be, because of wouldn't be, nobody to request me, nothing at all, and wouldn't exist the reality that I would ever be around. And when this goddamn tierra de mierda de Sodoma, como toda perra milica argentina, which are making this with them bodies, Sodoma-Gomorrha, Fuerzas Armadas, which place the supreme and the hugest and the biggest all over the world. The big dudes, the generalita mierda. So what the reality and referendum for this, I just sent what I've done. And while hacking and switching registers and making the mattress for switch out and rub, and telling that I rubbed them. Now, the reality is I have, says Telecenter, which is a lie, 3.95 megabytes uploading per second. And will be for about 4 megabytes downloading, they said. Or 3 megabytes downloading, 2.95 uploading. Now what the reality of this, perras infernales K, which are all the same with them cuerpo médico forense, them bodies pretender of churches and the whole pretender of security of the supposed Ministry of Security and Defense Argentina, Parritas de Guarda, telling that they never allowed me and I will be an incapable. Says, I will be an incapable, and for the incapable will be being a dement, disability, that I wouldn't have no capacity for nothing except for what they will determine, because of they will command. Now what the reality of this, everything will be, oh, have you seen, we made them believe in Hitler checkmate. So we show you that everything have been at the way we said he wrote by mind control. And we cheated him, so he's nothing like no holy of the God because of what will be happening. And the evangelics make the same. Now what the reality of this delivers the clear fact of this same situation that kept on making up on prostibulario de degenerados criminales y perras infernales, Tribunales Argentina, and Cuerpo Médico Forense Argentina with the pardon of, which already we know, at the fact that now Jewish and Israel with liaison office will rob to Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas and Kirschner's corporations of advertisement. Now it's the fever of advertisement. Nobody have done nothing, and now around what I do, and will be reversed. That the reality will express that Israel, liaison office, will rob to this to putting in my laptop with a satellite when disconnected. And this will be also, oh, have you seen, are also liaison office and government of Israel and the whole of the Jewish. But the Jewish will never help me, for they don't have the mobile. We got to catch them because of the organized crime against and attempts against the government of the state of Argentina. And the reality of perros militares, perras maricas de Sodoma Argentina, pretended off, offensed, making the chap on, take it all and give it all to militaries and give it all because of we are the ones that commands. Kirschner's perras enfermas, prostibulario de Sodoma. At the referendum to saying that they will give what I do and my life and my existence, my person, my existence, to nos dieron su ser. Policía Federal Argentina, Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas, Ejército Argentino, the whole marica creído de experto, artillero, Estrategia militar argentina. Ejército argentino. Now, referendum for this. The reality for those maricas y degenerada mierda making the mattress of the lie all over and coveraging marica reventada mierda whatever to be the service for. With a civil and with a breed of Sodoma-Gomorrah armed forces. Now what the reality for this? And the whole of the business, of course. Wherever a degenerate, a sick shit, an abominable freak to be, that has business and destroys the one that says, hell no, shit. Now, the business of these perras is going to be over sooner, and they will have. Now the reality is, I have done this English locution last night, which I just repeated for equalizing and trying to keep rising the values because of your honors needed that way, and they has that pure data that I come with Audacity that are destroying in my laptop. And in the middle of this reality, I will have at my laptop against my machine because I will ever prove, after destroying and making the shit they done, that they will be right. But at my service, I don't have nothing else, and I don't have no back. And they would, Israel government, Jewish, my friends and liaison office, but a satellite inside my laptop, the whole of I do. That I will rob them, we will rob them, and I will put in my account, which will be them's, make the whole of the 3 vote over the whole of the shit they has for that F-word and kill, rape and murder, all people. My people, Jewish and my friends, Jewish as not Jewish, related at the reality of these days and about my person, for they have business. Perra de mierda, maricas argentinas, with the bottom of victims. So suddenly, in the middle of this reality, the sickness test delivered into, they said, ya se lo sacamos y decimos, con esto vamos a reventar a la oficina Liaison y vamos a coger a todo el que. Policía Federal Argentina, Gendarmería Nacional, Servicio de Inteligencia del Estado Argentino, KIRSCHNERS y Evangelistas de Guillermo Rey. Todos. Now what the reality of this kept on making the same lousy shit to me and kidnapping people and families to make civil rape and murder, and so what? Any problem? Maricas de mierda, raping families and making terms and parades of maricas de mierda, raping, playing the macho bravo I have right. Gives with the, whatever the term, like Sodoma, hijo de perra, what will this mean? Whatever the element of qualifying for mobile to rape and murder, and making abominations and crime and murder, and saying a supreme commands about me in the whole. Now the reality is exactly like this. Kept on forwarding that I had to be internated because of the whole of the arguments is from to armed forces and also offenses them in the street, and the whole of the neighbors just saw him in each set got them placed there, masturbating, watching porn, and smoking in the whole of the neighbors so bad, and perro degenerado JHA'I making that mattress over the social has a business. So suddenly in the middle of the hall I heard about R.ROTOLO. En su locura tiene todo, no sé, and making the mattress all over the neighborhood, wherever to be found, for making the business in coverage like a tenement, desperated, sick son of a degenerado, which is like them bodies. So in the middle of this all, making up in tribunales more shit, and that I will be chancized. And what were we doing this morning? All the neighbors saw it. I am alone here. The cameras I deliver, except the perimeter. And R.ROTOLO making tenement and temperatures and prejudice all over. Ay, está totalmente enfermo y yo no sé qué voy a hacer porque mis amigos estuvieron hablando y tengo a los chicos, los compañeros míos que están hablando y la gente de la Policía Federal Argentina los aborrece, se la pasa mamándolas y anda haciendo cualquier desastre y le robó todos los evangélicos, se probó todo y se hizo todo porque nosotros vimos y entendimos que era todo lo que ellos decían. And keeps on using the mobile for kidnapping, rape and murder and saying they do to me. and they will have been considered about my being to possess. Sodoma-Gomorrah, y Trola-Soka, naturally. So in the middle of the soul I will be incarnated again, and I'm sorry the terms. So in the middle of the soul, everything is on, and I will rob everything I got. And I will be incapable, with no condition about nothing, to using a supposed magic box that would give me the supposed presence and the whole of the professionalism of the locution that couldn't be possible with a simple cardboard box and some element like a very polyurethanic bag for the making an acoustic bubble for the bag return, and not much chamber. So I had my Android because if I couldn't acquire a simple mixer, Porta Studio, elements like making a laptop with the normal I would do, work as skillfully on the real I am, and I have as capacity as I am, that they pretend to have over the keeps on making the witchcraft, the altar, the rape, the murder, and the degeneration and control mind voodoo, perras infernales degeneradas delirantes, with them perrazos and them perrazos evangelicals, for this to work to them, they says they would. So went to government of Israel, and went to land of Israel, went to Switzerland, to Geneva, and went to New York City to try to putting at the order of the detention to license office on the inventions that they done that I'm going to publish here. And the whole that they done here, when murdered 821,204 persons more, for they said they did to me. And I was sleeping here. And I woke up 5:20 a.m. and I have been speaking with your honors while people were on the rape and murder, and kept on saying that I had to be medicated because se droga, lo robó todo, al final se llevó la plata de Brain y se llevó la plata de todo y estuvo mandando a violar y a matar a los que dice que fuimos nosotros para sacarle la plata a sus amigos. La robó él y encima violó y hizo todo lo que a este se la hacemos. Nosotros somos la policía. ¿Quién es Google? Es una empresa. Nosotros somos el ejército argentino, somos gobierno. Somos una prestigiosa realidad. And would kidnap LeBron and would kidnap GOV.AR to start too, and turn to kidnapping 904,000 persons from the state of Israel, to make him rape and murder. No one were touched, and it's not a lie. And this shit are where they could be. Now, the clear fact of this, we have been putting up third thing, suppose. It's totally high. Oh my God, but what is that? The whole neighbor saw it. I want that power. Who is high? Perra. Blanka Margaret Fegel Fasim, I shown who discern what they do. At the extraction of the sick shit until the last underground sickness that are all the time handling, and also tunnels that, don't you come to me with that, right? Borda perras, seguís delirante, seguís esquizofrénica, psicópata, obsesiferalmente. Tiene que ser lo que vos decís, con tu bragueta favorita mágica y la de los evangelistas. ¿Sí? Y vos Alvear y vos Piñeiro, todos iguales. ¿A cuánta gente mataron? Te los arrebaté a todos. El tema es que seguiste vos entregando y te voy a mandar al infierno. Ben Rabbe Fogel Kimi Borref Sachla Hashasim, Kim Borref Segel Kishpat Racha Gebashasim. Impletica refachla kam refechal chat lachim. Ish kobleki refechal beswat legim saveswati. In shel chamat legim refechulat and sevagladisim. So what the truth for this? Is this really a very instant for reason about? I would be in a non-reason and not real. But the reality of my audacity and free little converter over the destructions on an XP base over my non-original, put about some extortion around Windows system that I wanted to replace, buying my window install and saying that there had remained that way. And while through, I will be found alive because of the sickness, says the command. And where I will be, while my edge is exactly kill or die. Is this to be a cycle? Are you sure? You sure? Blenka remepla research pachli so seven. R.ROTOLO. Blenkin bogan pachli this so have pachli mistoham. Blenki mohavet fasim in the building. Like mohavet pachli bisusua, rebelikish patakamara fechalismat, levet what like if you heard bla, antikisuat like if rembat pespa dikishkut like tikamara fechlamati. Bamble bisuspat like if you revesman besasim. Work. Arrebablek marrebe fechalbisot levises fatiginim, marrebe tochna kiviam, antel kivisubat kivarrebe fat, levisachivita shvetal, anreves pochala kisfotem plegmasin, reves soshva, rebatim. Ezekiel. Anrevis fat levisos keligivia, rebe barmotu, amblevetas fatima, rebe fan, arrebablikivises fatikishquat, gamorreba plevis monsavam. In plática, Rechesu, la Bejafsim, Gendarmería Nacional, Ejército Argentino, Berreiba Belegiva, Revesakeli, Bisot, Bisot, Jesúa, Ampactu, Kumba, Rembatlegi, Besakeli, Show, Teswan, Cuerpo Médico Forense, Kala Roma, Dansegish Batle, Amperrita, Ligibisos, el Bligiminachistu, Amplegima Rena Seremi, Ansaban, Puntero de Generado, Gobierno de la Ciudad de Buenos Aires, and Kirchner, Garriba, Tishoan, Tamanre, Bablegima Revesa, Hedibisheklegima Revesi Mampada, Kila Vesoski, Rebablegisast, Akala, Hematem, Achimi. Das soll die Sekligisch, man Rebabla, Sigala, Kimadi, Merrebesaglegi, Wong, Adalsmot, Lekishka, Blab Amar, Killa Rishmatsi, Omfa, Legi, Womfe, Redakima Shell. And to Policia 40 and the rest, Paris. Hatlikim, verrevet Richard, am Plavifor Revesa, am Mespadeki, Poherdima, Hasegalegishva, Redasi, am Plavu, Redamatlegima Revesishva, Klegiman Sapu, and Helegishvachal, and Peram, and its stepsisters, Cunyadas. Helkedalido. Helida. Some neighbors, uptown, front, El Chorro. Betliki morre fechlachim, se la pasa todo el día delirando, en su locura, sucederá no sé. Kirschners, te voy a poner muerto. Degenera la mierda. Benrabe Flecheni, en tu locura vas a tener el maldito hoyo de muerte eterna y ninguna otra cosa te viene. Shalá. Emborrar fechlachmatzim. Hizo daños al gobierno, tiene que pagar por lo que hace. Que lo metan preso por ofender a la presidenta. Ahí está ofendiendo a todos. Y publicó videos, dañando gente. No se permite bullying. El que deliró, lo que estamos con el que delira. Ahí está, ¿viste las cosas que dice? No se permite bullying, te voy a matar, perra. Y te voy a matar pronto. Rempot lehima plefes fasejal, inshkoblaki mojaresahim. Fue mi madre o mi hermana en tribunales. La perra del 88 sigue delirando. ¡Qué deliro! ¡Que denuncio cosas que no son y que continuó con lo mismo! Y sigo con la misma perolate todo el tiempo y dando vueltas sobre lo mismo. Y que fue una deshumanidad y que es una mentira. Ahora más un poco más. Perra de cuarta. La nueva. ¿Te quedó algo por denunciar? Hay vasos. Hay lapiceras. Hay notas, cuadernos, papel encerado. Y a la perra de la Defensoría Séptima y a toda perra creída de Cristina Kirchner, Aníbal Fernández, Máximo Kirchner, Alicia Kirchner, y todo perro de cuarta creído de gobierno y creído de ser quien dicen ser. ¿Te queda algo que denunciar? ¿Vas a tratar de matar un poco más y ver si matas a Reyes? ¿Es tu plan? Ser yo. Inclusive, se te dio mi ser. Mi supuesta obra de falopero, mi supuesta masturbación, mi supuesta enfermedad, mi supuesto delirio, te pongo en muerte. Rembablach Matzehalim, te amenazo. Ahora vas a ver lo que significa autoridad y justicia. רמפופלף החלקים, אינקורפטיקה מרפחול, אפלבסף אמרסים. DMT, DIC, DMP, DOT, בין רפחל בסחמת אמרסוסינים. בלן רבי פרלקיש ותרחי נשמות לכם הקל, אבל רדיסר, אינקופלטיבה רבסך ישבוס מגרי. The whole that I've been doing, me está robando! And you went to kidnap Mr. President Barack Obama, and Mr. Vice President Biden, and Mr. First Lady, Madam Michelle Obama, and also Madam Queen of England. And this is hilarious. And also to King of Israel and President of Israel. Because of you did to me, and to light enough is complete. Did you kidnap a judge? And you raped enough the whole, and you already told to me it's my turn? Y esto es delirio. Y lo tapas y lo dejas así. Y todos te colaboran por una moneda. Y por una carrerita de perra. Y de degenerado bajo podrido. Y de perro violento, provocador. Se los dije siempre y sabe que nosotros dijimos, ¡lo mostramos! ¿Estás seguro? Perrazo. Remboplen manjar sahiba hlakim, asweseki repafor legesem. HTTPS www.dmtic BIDBOTF 4143 904 16 9s 84342 TPOP TM Compi MC middle Cs middle EDI EDB M5 M4 point INTF 5 the whole of the last tools. In my madness,